So today I'm talking about pitching, and this is a subject. Oh, Sloth there. Alright, Sloth. Pitching is a sensitive subject for me. I was horrendous at pitching, like beyond horrific. I remember I was playing Q School at Wishwood Park a few years ago. I was 3 under, I think, playing the 7th, but I'd started on the back 9, so it was my 16th hole. Playing nicely, par 5, just short in 2, probably like 50-60 yards short in 2, and it took me 4 to hit the green. It was like fat, thin, duff, fat, miss, shank. I was shocking. Anyone that has suffered with a form of yips, and I'm talking, this went through right the way through, anything that wasn't a full shot, chipping, pitching, bunker shots, everything. Anyone that struggled that area, you can sort of understand where I'm coming from. But I feel like I have come out the other end. I talk out the other end sometimes. I'm going to talk to you about how I practice it, basically, in the way that I feel like I've found a way to make it work on the golf course. There's 2 really key factors when you're hitting good pitch shots. First one being using the body more. If you're hitting full shots, you know, there's plenty of speed, the body can turn through it, you know, finish up high that way. You try and control the shot with the hands and arms. See people on the practice ground giving it, well, why can't I hit it? Like, well, that is awful. So you've got to let the body do the work. I'd prefer to see someone head coming up, follow the body through. You've got to create room. So you can see here I've got just a normal alignment stick. 2 ways you can do it. You can just hold it down the side of your club that way, and just make sure that your body's rotating through so that stick isn't going to hit you in the side, or you can put it down the little hole in your grip and down your club that way. The only problem with it is this, is it vibrates, you know what I mean? You hit the ground. That actually hit me in the side, that. So I'm going to hold this down the side. That's stupid, that. So you want to make sure the body's turning, so that stick isn't going to hit you in the side. I'll pretty much start every warm-up session, every practice session with this drill. Because it helps full swing, helps with chipping, helps with full long irons, everything. Just hit a few pitch shots with this to warm up. Thin to win. No. Thin to lose by miles. Turn. Got me that one. That hit me again. So, you know, it's important then to just hit some shots normal. Get rid of your stick because it hits you in the side. And then hit some normal shots with that same feeling. So second biggest key for me with pitching is rhythm. And unfortunately for me, rhythm isn't something I've ever struggled with. It's always come quite natural to me, you know. That's what all the cool kids are doing, it's called the floss. So, you know, that's without any music or anything. Just me natural rhythm. Yeah, rhythm. I like to feel like I'm quite sort of long and languid in my pitching, because my bad one is when I get quick and snatchy with the legs. It's definitely helped me out with my pitching, it's just feeling rhythm and just committing to it. So practice swing, feel the exact way you want to play the shot. You know, imagine that stick's in the club so the body's rotating open, and yeah, just feel that rhythm that you feel you can present the club to the ground in the way that you want it to pretty much every time. So once you've done a bit of a warm-up, you know, and you've got yourself into a mode where you're feeling what you're trying to do technically, and this is an area of the game I think you've got to be good technically. Once you've got that level, you don't really want to think about it. You want to know your yardages and be able to just react to them. And for me, that comes down to just having good rhythm. And good rhythm for me comes from good routine. And this is where it changed for me, really. Rather than I'd try and rush, get it over with, I'd go, yeah, okay, I'm feeling good. Get to this point, and it'd be like full on panic stations, and then it'd be like knees in, be standing there, oh, hit it. That was alright, that looked good. Absolute must for me is pre-shot routine. It's not deliberate in terms of technique, it's feeling what the club has to do, how it wants to interact. The club doesn't want to, the club hasn't got a personality. How you want the club to interact with the ground, feel that in your practice swing. That club's just quite shallow, brushing the ground, and it's quite a deliberate swing. I want to be quite brisk with the body, make sure that body stays aggressive. Feel it. Play it. Feel it. See it. Play it. Slightly thin it. And the next key thing for me of practicing is making sure, and do it on every video, make sure there's some sort of challenge. A little bit different today, so I'm going to use the flight scope, so this could be interesting. The flight scope challenge, it's tough. 10 balls, which are, you can see my little setup, got my 10 balls there, flight scope's there, ready to go. Right, the weather is not ideal for this challenge, it's blowing a gale now. The challenge is 60 yards to 105, so in 5 yard increments, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, you know, 5 times table, but it'll pick it random. Black circle, that is 5 points, you get it within that. Light blue circle, 3 points, green circle, 2 points, and the outside circle, 1 point. Outside that, 0 points, go home. To get 5 points, you've got to get it within 4.5 feet of the target. You know, you've got to stiff it to get 5 points. So 25 points for this challenge, although maximum is 50. 25 points for this challenge is a really good score. Today in this wind, it makes it so much more difficult when it's gusty. Anything over 20, I'll be made up with. I'm going to shout out the yardages, shout out the scores, and if you can't hear me, well, you'll see by my reaction whether I've had a good one or not, because can get a little bit emotional. First target, wow, windy, 95 yards. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, the wind's got it sideways. It went 90.8 yards, so 4.2 yards out, it drifted right. 1 point. 75, sticking with the wedge. Bit left. 79.4, 4.4 yards out, 1 point. Not a good start. 65. Looks good. 65.5. Bosh. 5 points. Makes that camera angle. 90. Wind's got that. 85.1. 85. It's a bit quick, that. It's quick like that. 83.9, but left 2 points. 60. Oh, sit. Wind's died. Literally, wind's just died. You are joking. 68.7. A good picture. The wind's just completely died on me. This stupid game. 70. It's got to be good. It's going to be good, that. 73.4. 2 points. Come on. 80 yards. I'm in need of a 5-pointer. No points. Oh, good, it's blowing a gale again now. 100 yards. .4 just left, 3 points. So I wanted over 20 points. I am on 16. This is the last shot, so I need a 5-pointer. It's 105 yards. This is it, big finale. Could be good. Could be good. 115 that went somehow. 1 point. I feel like I pitched well there, but the wind, the gusts absolutely killed me. It shows, you can tell how annoyed I am here speaking. The fella over there, and I just want to pick him out with those stingers that I did in my last video. A little bit of promotion there in my last video. It just shows how difficult it is playing golf in the wind, because you can never judge when there's going to get a gust mid-flight, or, you know, I feel like I've played well. There, your comparisons to PGA Tour averages. and it's pretty good. You know, they're all up there. The one that's just slightly below the top, you know, top PGA Tour average is on 75 to 100 yards, but just a little bit below. So even though I'm annoyed, it's still good scores. And if you finish off a challenge with a bad score or a bad shot, I want you to get your 3-wood out and just absolutely lamp it as hard as possible, just to get a bit of that anger out. So what I've learnt there is that pitching in gusty wind is a really stressful experience and quite frustrating. I felt like I hit a lot of good pitch shots, but the odd one had a gust mid-flight, mid-swing. There's nothing you can do about that. You know, part of the game is dealing with that and not getting overly frustrated and having a bit of patience with it. There's a theme here of what the areas I need to work on. Again, it felt like I pitched well, but then when it costs you because of gust of wind, it's difficult to deal with. But that's a real game situation, and you can do that yourself. You don't need to have a flight scope to do it. Just set up some cones, get them at a certain distance, get some target areas around it, try and pitch into that area and score yourself. You know, see how many out of 10 you get it landed in that zone, and go back and do it another day and another day, and then you can see a progress. You get a progress report for yourself, basically seeing if you're improving. You're based on facts. Just try not to do it when it's really gusty, because you're not going to have a nice pleasant evening, because you're going to feel frustrated all night. But I will have calmed down by next week, so if you could like and subscribe down there, that would be great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.